Life with Ben, only on PTV.
This is going to be kind of an interesting Life with Ben. Sherry's here with me.
Hi, villagers.
This is kind of like a sort of a pilot episode to crafting with Sherry, but she's going to be teaching me how to make a simple bow for a wreath.
We will see how this goes. For Christmas, I got myself a huge Pro Bow maker, but then I also bought this one, which is a Pro Bow. I don't know what they call it. They're both called Pro Bow the hand. So it's basically an extra hand for you to make your bows. Because when I learned how to make bows, I was constantly having to twist the ribbon and hold it, and twist the ribbon and hold it. And aging, I'm finding that I don't have as much dexterity. So this really has helped me out. But before we get started on that, I wanted to share a couple of wreaths with you that I've already completed. And then Ben's going to help me make the bow to complete this St. Patrick's Day wreath. Here is my Valentine's Day wreath. I made this one for me. My birthday is on Valentine's Day, and I thought this would be perfect on our fireplace. So as soon as the Christmas wreath comes down, this one will go up. I also have made a couple of wreaths to sell, which we had told you was going to be coming on an Etsy shop, so that's almost ready. This one is a Mardi Gras one, which will definitely be going on the market on Etsy. This one is going to be $80. By the time I priced out shipping and materials and labor, that's the price we came up on. And it seems to be, I would say, a little bit less than what I've been seeing on comparable markets on Etsy. So
you're going to price it at about 80?
This one will be 80.
Okay.
Yeah. The smaller ones that are 12-inch wreaths would probably go for about 70, 75, depending on the materials. But that's what it is. Well, today we are going to finish up a St. Patrick's Day wreath. And so you can see I've got it almost done. The back still needs to be all clipped. But we're going to be making the bow for it.
Okay, well, let's get to the bow.
Okay. Now this is all up to your imagination on what you want to do in your own creativity. But what I would do is start with the gold.
Her creativity.
Well, you're creative too.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to put it there. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to measure from these points, which is midpoint, over, you know what, for you, you're right-handed, so we may need to turn it around the other way.
Thank you.
Okay, so what you're going to want to do is measure out about 6 inches for a tail.
Like this?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be exact.
Okay.
And then slide it right in between the two, and then just kind of bring it on down and pull it over to the side like this. And that's the first tail. And you can just leave it. You don't need to worry about it.
All right.
Now what you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to put it through the middle again, but you're going to measure 4 inches this time.
On both sides, or?
Well, you only do one side at a time. So this way, put it in the middle.
Oh.
And then here's the 4 inches over here.
Oh, I see what you see.
Yeah, for the side of the bow.
on the left side first.
And then you're going to twist it right in the middle here.
Like that?
Like that.
Okay.
You're going to go to the other side to 4 inches and bring it back up and over. Yeah, but you know what? For you, what I'm going to do is this. Bring this around this way. It's going to be easier from the outside than in front of you.
Thank you.
So
So, like this?
And just bring it in to the middle.
I'm so challenged.
No, you're doing just fine.
All right.
And then you're going to twist it again.
Like that? Okay.
And then you're going to do another loop back over. And what I have found works really well is if one direction you twist one way, the other direction you twist the opposite way.
All right. Well, let's do that then.
So that the ribbon doesn't keep getting twisted up on you.
Okay.
you're going to do another, and you don't want to pinch it down too much.
All right.
Because you don't want that. And so for this one, I think of the gold, that's going to be enough. So just bring it in the middle. And you don't need to twist it at this point. And then just bring it on down.
And create a tail.
And create another tail. And you're just going to cut it. And you can cut it longer so that you've got enough to work with and trim it up once you get it done. Okay. Now, which ribbon do you want next? I usually go wider to narrow, and you don't have to use them all.
Okay.
Remember what the wreath is like. So that's what you're going to
bring the wreath over here.
That's what you're going to that's what's going to make you decide which one you want to use. Do you want the plaid? Do you want the shamrock? Do you want both the plaid and the shamrock white ribbons in there?
Sure.
Okay. I'd say do the plaid first.
Okay.
And you're going to do the same thing with it.
Okay.
You're going to put it on so that it runs out behind you.
Okay.
You're going to bring it in, get a tail.
4-inch tail?
No, these are 6 inches, remember?
6.
And you don't even really need to measure it out. Just bring it down.
Okay.
Just bring it down and twist it.
All right. Bring it down and twist.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then just kind of mush it down there, and then you're going to and the thing about this is that you really don't need to be exact as long as you're close enough so that the ones that come up on top of it are not going to be longer than the bottom ones, then you're okay. Because then the fun comes in when you get to fluff your bows.
And we all know how painful that can be.
Now, other way.
I thought you wanted it opposite.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you did do it that way.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah, because what you're going to want to do is no. You're coming up and over. You don't see it as well with this ribbon as you will with the others.
Okay.
So then twist it. Now, do you want four loops with this ribbon or just 2?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me what to do?
No, you've got to make up your mind. Let me show you this one. On this one, I've got 4 of the stripe.
Right.
I have 4 of this, and then I only have 2 loops of the black. So it just all depends on what you want. And then I did 4 of the smaller ones. So
do you have an idea what you want? This is your wreath.
well, it's hanging in our house, so
Your wreath, our house. Tell me what to do.
Okay. Let's do 2 loops on this one. So that's plenty.
Okay.
So then you just bring this out and trim it.
All right.
Now,
At least I know how to use scissors.
so what you need to do now is pull it up a little bit from there. Get a zip tie underneath it.
The entire.
Yeah, the whole thing. Just pull the whole thing up a little bit.
Okay.
Get the zip tie under it, and then you're going to pull it up, and you are going to hold. Don't zip it too tight because you're going to have to get it closer into the center.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and pull it all the way off. Just pull the whole thing up.
Okay. You ready for this?
Okay, let me move this.
All right.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to hold that center with one hand, pinch it with one hand,
Okay.
turn it around,
Turn it around.
yeah, and pull the zip tie toward the back. And don't do it all the way, just enough to hold it, and turn it around to the back. Then you're going to put it down. It's not going to fall apart.
Okay.
You're going to take 2 pipe cleaners and you twist them together.
Okay. This is complicated here. What do you?
You're holding this, just leave that alone for now.
Okay.
You take 2 pipe cleaners and we're going to twist it together in the middle.
Why?
Because this is what is going to go through the wreath to connect it.
To the wreath.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Okay.
So what you're going to do is you are
And it's going to go through the zip tie.
Uh-huh.
Clever.
So go ahead and grab it and put it through, and then make sure that you just pull it in toward the middle, and then you pull the zip tie as tight as you can.
Oh, excuse me.
And then just clip it off with the clippers.
Right at the edge?
Right at the edge. Okay. And what you do is you just pull two sides out at a time, like this. And just kind of make sure that, they're open and full.
This doesn't seem to be going well for me at all.
Well,
what
you
the
only
heck?
but see, you only had the two of the plaid, so just go ahead.
Oh, right. Okay.
So you can do the plaid and a green one and a shamrock one like this. See, you're just pulling them out to fluff it out. That's all you're doing. So you're always wanting to hold two at a time as you're pulling, so that it doesn't matter if they're the same or not, but from the same side, Ben. So like this, you would pull it up like this.
Oh,
See?
I get it.
Get it now?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry if I didn't clarify that better.
I thought it was like opposites.
No, the same side usually works the best.
Okay.
Now let's get the wreath out.
This looks terrible.
It won't once you get it on and fluff it even more.
All right.
Trust me. Where do you want the bow? Do you want it in the top where the tails would kind of cover up your sign, or do you want it down on a side?
Down
Want
off to the side, I think would be best.
Okay, so on this side?
Yeah.
Okay, so then what you do is you feed it through there and go around one of the wires that's, one of the frame. You're not going to hurt it. And then they're going to be on opposite sides, and just pull it through.
All right.
And what you're going to do is you're going to want to hold it up to see if it's where you want it.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you want it in tighter, then you pull in the pipe cleaners a little bit more.
Okay.
And then you're going to twist them. Got it?
Yeah.
So you just twist them together.
Ow.
What are you doing?
The pipe cleaner, it's got wire in it. I pricked myself.
It's a soft pipe cleaner. How can you poke yourself?
There's wire in it.
Okay.
All right.
So then you can just leave it like that for
All
right
right.
now. And then you can start fluffing it out.
Okay, that's actually pretty.
I told you.
I made something pretty.
And then these ones on the top, just as long as you've got the edge out and they're full, then that's fine, because you don't want your zip tie to show. So now what you're going to do is you're going to fold it in half. First of all, you need to decide, they can all be different lengths. They don't need to be the same. So you're going to take it in, that way, and just any angle you want, and do that on all of those tails. And they don't need to, like I said, they do not need to be exact. You just need to make sure you go in the right direction.
It's exciting, isn't it?
You're actually doing a great job. Better than some of my other beginners that I've tried teaching
All right.
bow making to. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're just kind of, that's the beauty of wired ribbon. So then let's just go ahead and do these tips so that they will not fray. I do the front and back on it. And it's just enough, you can tell by feeling the tips on those other ones that it's just enough to keep it from fraying,
Oh, yeah.
but it doesn't really affect the ribbon at all. And I like to...
Oh my gosh, this smells.
Welcome to the world of women who do their nails at home.
No.
That's why I go to a salon. I let somebody else do it for me. And then I don't have to have the smell at home. But it was this or crazy glue, and the crazy glue I tried, and it didn't work because it kept sticking to everything.
Okay, and you do both sides of the ribbon?
I do both sides of the ribbon just because I want to make sure that it doesn't fray at all. Okay, now,
And you don't have to do anything on the gold?
nope, the gold stays just fine
Okay.
because of that metal one. So what you can do is you can just go ahead and start bending them down a little bit so that they're not sticking straight out. And there is your bow. Let me hold it for you from a distance so that you can see.
I made a bow.
So then when everything dries up from there, then we can tie all of these down and clip them and put a hanger on it, and this one is done. Good job. Nice work, Ben.
It's my bow. Remember, adventure is out there.